Hello, hello, hello. Hope you guys can hear me. Hope it is not any static or anything. For those who come in, I'm driving, so I can't. I'm not looking so much at the chat. But for those who miss me, I have been away taking care of me and loving it. You have no idea how it feels to feel so good to just enjoy your real life and not having to feel like you gotta come on here and to try to defend yourself and all this kind of stuff and having to deal with silly folks every day on this app. I had to do a little bit of not spring cleaning but fall cleaning. Um, getting rid of some behaviors that I kept, going into. And I'm just glad that I'm kind of one of those people. I can catch myself before I go too far. And to have all you people looking at me like I'm some kind of crazy person. So, we have to have, every now and then, we have to have a come to Jesus meeting with ourselves. And we definitely got to put things in perspective. And we really got to know what's important and what's not important. And as you're doing that, in this life, you'll understand you get a lot done when you don't have a lot of interference, when you don't have, a lot of distractions. And when you're on this app and you uh, don't know the real from the fake, because so many people act like they real when they really fake, you get distracted by the nonsense of it all. So I said, you know what? With all this stuff going on in the world, stuff that's going on in my life, good, some challenging. I have enough to deal with. So YouTube is the very last thing that I'm going to deal with, especially when it comes to reacting um, in a way where it's not going to be beneficial to me. See, you notice a lot of times I move in silence. Some of y'all know some of y'all won't even know if I'm going to be gone for a while, if I'm going to be for a couple of days, if I'm going to be gone for a week or whatever. Yeah, I move how I move. That is the best way to move in silence. It is. Hey, Young Riaz. Hey, John John. What's up, Common Sense? How are you? Thank you for coming through. Um, you said I love Selena. Selena. Well, I appreciate it. Somebody love me. Thank you. Thank you for that. Um, yeah, I move in silence. I move accordingly because I understand you can't tell everybody what you're doing. Everybody don't want to see you improve in your life. Everybody doesn't want to see you make it. Everybody doesn't believe in you, and some people really just you know they have a lot of ammunition on people because of what they say. So when you learn that people get ammunition on what you say, sometimes it's best to just be quiet. People play in your face, they play on your feelings, they play by putting your name in mess. Some things you don't even know what the heck they talking about. They done add it to a story, and then you have to do a whole live stream. Hey Shay, you have to do a whole live stream trying to dispel their lies and the misconceptions that people put on you, and you have to go and do. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing no live streams, a whole live stream on people. And then when you move in silence, you got some things working in the background. You can't afford to allow um your emotions to always take over. You can't afford it because that could forfeit what you have waiting that is actually good. That's actually going to be a blessing to you. So sometimes when they said, silence is golden, it's golden. And even if you love people and you trust people, you still don't tell everything. Some things in life you have to learn to just be silent. Everything is not meant to be shared. Some things you share to help people, some things you share, to whether inform people, but everything that goes on in your life, you run it, whether you have a channel, how you run your channel, how you run your life, that's between you and, as my grandmother saying, the good Lord. Your silence is really showing your strength, because I can let somebody continuously keep attacking me verbally, but how I respond to it is going to let that person know if they have the upper hand or not. What's up? Who is this? What's up, Nate? I'm sorry. Hey, Tamika. What is it? Oh, hey, True. What's good? Yeah. How you respond is really how it's really going to give that person the upper hand. So sometimes you have to do what people least expect, because people study you. The weirdos, they study you. They want to know what makes you click, what makes you happy, what makes you mad, what irritates the hell out of you. So since I already know that, I've already prepared myself mentally, emotionally, and most of all, I prepared myself spiritually. I had shout out to just ETV and SBK. I almost seen you crash out, Selena. That was hilarious, but I gotta be honest with her. Yeah, I think I almost did. That's how, when you're self-aware of yourself, and when you're self-aware and you take accountability um, for your actions, you already know what you're capable of and how ignorant you can get. So when I seen myself really finna go real far left to no return, and to this no return, y'all probably wouldn't even know who I was. Y'all probably be like, let me unsubscribe from this crazy help. She's just like all the rest of them. They all the same. So before I went, and still some people gonna think that anyway because they haters, and they don't hold their own favorite content creator accountable, but they want to hold everybody else accountable. I had somebody come under my comments with their foolishness. I said, you might want to direct it to the person that is actually giving it. But anyway, I digress. Um, when you hold yourself accountable and you know how ignorant you can be, I'm not talking about ignorant, I'm talking about ignorant. You already know how far left you can actually go. People just don't know. People just don't know on here. They think, oh, she's lightweight. Oh, I can fuss and cuss and huff and puff and blow their house down because they do so much yelling and cussing on the internet. But see, I have like I told y'all a long time ago, the quiet people, people that mind their business, the people that try to be cool and chill, those the people you gotta watch. Because when they get physical, it's to the point of no return. So since I know things about myself, I know the best thing for me to do is to move in silence. People don't have to know, well, why you didn't do this, why you didn't cover this. That's my business and how I deal with it. Why you didn't react to this when they said this or did this? That's my business, and I have a reason why I do. See, I'm starting to be like, okay, there's a method behind my madness. You got to get that way in life. You can't always um, respond because everything is not worth responding to. I told myself that, and I have to talk to myself. And some people probably think I'm crazy because I will talk to myself and be like, Selena, was this person worth you responding? Was this person worth you going into details on different? Like, no, they're not. At the time, Nate, hey, CC, at the time, you think it is because you want to prove a point. Hey, your ego is involved. You know what I'm saying? Then I said, you know what? These people ain't putting no money in my pocket. They're not doing anything great for me. They're just being a distraction. You have to understand that some people are not just distractions. Now, if you like the mess, if you like the going back and forth, if you like doing all this extra and cussing folks out and they cussing you out, and it's not draining to you, hey, go on with your bad self. I'm not gonna do none of it. Hey, April, I'm not gonna do none of it. I have proven not only, you know, to my subscribers that have rocked with me still, but more than anything, I've proven to myself that I don't want to hide. I'm here, and I choose my battles wisely. At least now I'm going to. I understood, like I told y'all the other day when I was doing this yo-yo thing, and I was kind of just going back and forth. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Riders. And I was going back and forth, and I felt like a yo-yo. And then one week I'll say, "Oh, I'm not going to talk about this," and next week, "Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to get in." And then the next week, you know what? I'm not going to let these people. I'm not going to let. And I'm like, this is a yo-yo. So life can be a little bit more simple than what we make it. It just comes with a simple decision. What are you going to do? And if you're going to do it, stick with it. So I said, instead of me lying to myself and saying yo-yo, because I know every now and then, because I'm human and I'm a female, they like to say females are so emotional, but I don't see some men on here emotional, overly emotional. When I realized that, I was just like, you know what? I can't do it. I said, I'm gonna have an accountability team. And y'all might be like, what the hell is accountability team? What's up, Lonnie? What's up, Gary? Accountability team is people that you already have in place. So when you want to cuss a hoe out, or cuss a BA out, BAN out, y'all know what that stands for. Um, when you want to really get real ignorant, when you want to get real gutter, I already got people in place. I'm going to send them a text. I'm going to give them a call. If they can't get the call, be like, hey, I'm about to go out. And that person already know what to do. The person already know what to do. Because I wish I could be more like Lonnie. Laugh, and when I say more like Lonnie, I mean laugh. She laughs. She thinks everything is funny. She doesn't take any of this stuff seriously. And that's how we really should take YouTube, especially people we don't know, right? But that's not my makeup. I've never been in a beef sector. I didn't even know what I was getting myself into when I came along in these chats, these live chats. So I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And I said, I wish I could be more like that. That's one quality that Lonnie has that sets her apart. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I get in my feelings. Yeah, I get in my feelings, especially when people lie on me, especially when people are so disrespectful, and you haven't been disrespectful to them like that. You know what I'm saying? You try to keep it on a level head, like somebody didn't want me to head, and I explode because in real life I don't have these type of problems, and when I did have every now and then an idiot, they would know the next time to leave me alone. I didn't have I don't have problems like that. Number one, because I mind my own business, I stay in my lane, and I get along with pretty much anybody unless they're just disrespectful and rude. So I don't have these problems in real life. So when you're on YouTube, or even if you're in your real life, do things in silence. You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. I'm taking a break. I'm tired of these people. These people stress me out. I'm going to take a sabbatical. Like, people will figure out when they don't see you. And most of the time, some people don't care, but some people do. Like, oh, where's such and such? That, oh, she hasn't been going live, or she hasn't been around. They'll figure out that you're doing you. I don't have to announce what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. Number one, most people don't care. And number two, I don't care to tell it. Hey, the word, how are you? I can't see. Hey, 41, good to see you, peep game. So I just learned to move in silence. Whatever I do, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. I'm going to pick my battles wisely. Just because somebody lying on me and saying my name and holding a panel on me is not going to make me do a live. See, I was prisoner, like a lot of these people are, by their emotions. We all have had some type of flaws where we get ourselves in some situations. Number one, some people don't know when to let go. Some people don't know when to take things to another level and when to just let things ride. And when I understood the mind of Lonnie, I can understand where she's like, you can't control what people say, and this is YouTube. People can say whatever they want to say about you, whether it's true or not. But how are you going to handle it? How are you going to deal with it? Hey, Arabia, some of us, hey, Meek, some of us in our real life, we deal with things and we move in silence. So I said, well, let me take some of the things that I do in my real life and let me use them on YouTube. So since I move in silence with my real life, I can do the same thing on YouTube. I don't know how I got, you know how sometimes you get so far out into stuff, you don't see things like you should. And I really think that with me, because I was trying to defend myself and because I was trying to let people know, no, this is not me, da 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 da, um, what I didn't realize in the midst of me doing that, I ended up getting lost in it. Sometimes you can, defend yourself so much to where uh, you start looking crazy, or you start looking like, well, suspect, right? And sometimes you just gotta close that mouth. Let people think what they want to think, because that's what they're gonna do anyway. You could tell them the truth and give them details on what day, what time, how it was when it happened, all the people that was there, the people that heard, all the details, and people will still have something negative to say about you. You don't have to say nothing about these people on this app, and people will still have something bad and negative to say about you. This is the machine. This is This is the reality of people on YouTube. And when I decided that I wasn't gonna play yo-yo with folks on my reputation, because these mother suckers don't know me no way, I started to feel a lot better. And it was just like stress was relieved from me. It was relieved from me because I was like, I was too busy worrying about my image and my reputation when none of these folks know me anyway. None of these folks know if I'm really fake, or if I have plastic surgery, or if I scenes doing something diabolical to bring people's channels down and all this kind of weird stuff. No one knows if they don't really know anything about me unless I tell it. And right, hey Uncle L. And some people just don't like you because other people don't like you. So hey, this person that I like, and that's why I like certain people, because they got their own mind. I don't like people because they have done something to me directly. I don't dislike people because other people don't like them. I've never been that type of person. You got to do something to me. And even then, just because I dislike a person's ways or their personality, everything don't need to be said either way. But people think since they're on YouTube or any type of social media, it gives them a right to be nasty, disrespectful. Um, you can put a jacket. Some of these folks, they will put a jacket on you that don't fit, and that is perfectly fine with me. So you think I'm a liar? So you think I'm fake? So you think I'm diabolical, trying to bring people's channel and everything down? So you think I'm a YouTube thought? So you think I'm a adulteress and all this kind of weird shit? Okay, next. And God, these people are idiots. I'm sorry, I'm driving. Okay, and so you think I'm fake, and so my lace front ain't cute to you, and so I wear too much makeup and I look like wax, and so it look like I got cement in my booty, and so it look like I got plastic surgery, and like what more do you want me to say? Y'all ran out of insults. Y'all just recycling the same insults. So you mad because somebody blocked you? You still mad about that? No. But if I say it, it still will be people lying saying yes, that's it. So you jealous of this person? You jealous of that person? No. But let them tell it. The lies keep recycling, because that's what people do on here. It's just bounce back after bounce back, and then it's like a yo-yo. And if I allow it to keep going, that's on me. That's why I chose now to move in silence, work on myself, and that's what most people need to learn to do. Um, there was an old song that my one of my aunts used to listen to by the Mighty Clouds of Joy. It's an old gospel group, and it was a song on there saying, "Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine." See, it's some people out here got some dirty porches. They got some dirty houses too, but they so busy looking in other people's houses and looking at other people's porch. And from the last time I checked, nobody lives in glass houses. Okay? We all got some stuff that we need to check out and quit being so harsh and judgmental of other people. Like I said, these folks want to do the same recycled stuff over and over again, and then they do it so you can respond, so that they can make some more content. And even people in real life don't do as much as these folks on here, man. never experienced some of the most crazy stuff until I came to this app and started with it. Do the best I can. But you'll find out that moving in silence, whether it's in your personal life, dealing with your family, dealing with your friends, that is the best way. Let people find out later that you're doing big things. Let people find out later that you was blessed with a promotion and you making the money you want to make. Let people find later that you opened your own business. Let people find later that you're meeting this type of person in person and you're networking and meeting different type of people that are actually worth meeting. Let people find out later. Don't put all your information, don't put all your feelings on this app. Don't do it in on this app and don't do it in real life. Let people wonder about you. Let people wonder about you. Hi, Rusty Nick. What's up, Slim? Really? It's good to see you. Let people wonder. I am just so thankful that I had real people, and you hear me say this from time to time, that will always remind me, Selena, you don't have to do what some of these people got to do. Don't go there. Don't go there. you know, I got real people that actually care enough about me that don't want me looking like a fool on this app. And I thank God for that. Like, seriously, if I didn't have people like that, I would be doing what everybody else doing, going off. And I've had my moments. I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all seen it if you've been watching. Hell, I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna get rid of videos so people can go back. See, she did this. I tell you, I did it. And what? If anything, it don't take away from me. It just lets you know I'm a real genuine person. And I don't have time to be prim and proper all the time. Some things, it is what it is. You're going to see it one way or the other. Because what's in you is going to come out. Right? So I don't have any reason to hide videos or get rid of videos so you can actually see this is where I came from and this is where I am now. And this is where I'm going. So it ain't nothing like, hey T Cat, what's good? What's Channel Forbes? How are you? So you're not going to have somebody where I come on here one day, hi everyone, good to see you. Oh, and all this kind of BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be still Selena. Some days I'm gonna be upbeat. And some days I'm gonna be like, look, when I'm feeling those days, I ain't coming on here because I already know you got people in the bushes want to hear what you got to say so they can talk about it. So I just said, you know what? That's why I told you I got an accountability team. People I talk to that don't have nothing to do with this app and that do. That will keep me grounded. So if you don't have any real friends or real people that can actually keep you grounded, then you already you got some problems. Of course, you need the good Lord, you know. But besides that, people on the earth, you need somebody you can call and be like, I'm about to cuss this bitch out. Like, I need you right now. I need you to say a prayer. I need you to say a scripture. I need you to hear me vent for a minute. And you gotta have those people that you can vent to, because everybody is not meant for you venting to. When you're moving in silence, you will find out the people you can actually talk to and the people you can actually vent with. because you can't vent and talk to everybody. You can't. And that's what I learned. So you gotta keep it, you gotta just be real with yourself. You gotta know your limits. You gotta know you gotta know you most of all. You can't be one person one day and then you're another person the next day. So really you don't know who you are. I know who I am. And I know what could possibly happen. I know what could possibly come out of my mouth. So I just said, you know what? I need those type of people in my life. I'm not gonna have nobody in my life anymore that can't be a friend of me and I can't be a friend of them. And every now and then I have to vet. Or when I need, and vice versa. I want to be a friend to that, I'm a friend like that to my friends. So you'll find out that some people you just have to be silent around because everybody not gonna receive your information like you want them to. Number one, they don't care, and number two, they don't care. So they really ain't trying to hear what you struggling with. So yeah, that part. So I'm gonna say most people don't care about what you're going through, and that's just the tip of the. I mean, I'm gonna say the tip of the iceberg. You'll find out more after you realize that people really don't care. They don't care what you're going through. So when you do find people that are actually care and that love you and interested in what you have to say and what you got going on in your life, please be a good friend to them because for the most part, people out here they don't care. Um, what is Arabia got going on in the chat? I don't know what you got. What's going on, Lonnie? Lonnie and Arabia. But anyway, I just look down. But yeah, you have to be very cautious and not always put out what you feeling, what you got going on, what big moves you doing in your life. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that. Keep your stuff to yourself, and every now and then maybe give to somebody or tell somebody that you know that cares and you can trust. And those type of people, hey, Mr. Bevins, are few and far in between. Like I said, y'all haven't you see me being real quiet. Not real quiet, but y'all see me kind of just like, let me fade into the darkness, let me fade away because I'm more interested in having a real life than a YouTube life. Like I don't hey Chase, what's poppin'? I'm interested more in that. See, when you have a real life and you're moving in silence, so many people don't even know what you got going on. That's great. And that to me makes me feel so good. People that, especially that don't like you, like they just, oh, I probably should tell the good news so I can piss them off even more. And that would be really great. But I'm still going to, I'm going to keep a lot of things to myself. When I come on here, I do tell some things to show you, to be more transparent to my audience, to let them know that I am not AI, I'm not a robot, I'm a real person with real feelings, you know. And sometimes I will come on here and be like, tell you a story or something that has happened and stuff like that. So you can kind of get a better idea of a little bit of me. But it's never wise to tell everything that you're doing. When I say move in silence, that's exactly what I mean. Move in silence. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing, vice versa. Um, Now, the other thing I will say this because it's already on YouTube. I am doing an interview for some of those who care to look at it, not to just be nosy, but to actually be supportive of me. Not talking about the ones that hides in the bushes so that they can record everything you say and do clips, cut clips out. But those that I don't know if you guys are familiar with Also Dope. He reached out to me, and I was like, well, I had my kind of not suspicions, but I'm very, I'm getting to become very reserved to the point to where I don't want to deal with too many people on this app. But every now and then networking, I don't have a problem with that. I know, sir, he had some things going on with people that have nothing to do with me, and but he interviews people, kind of like what I do, what I try to do, since I'm the Miss Interviewer around here, and now everybody's trying to interview. Um, he asked me to come on, and I don't know is Alpha in here. Hey, Alpha. He asked me to come on his live and do an interview about, how I see, life or whatever, or YouTube, whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, or whatever. I was very hesitant, but I said, you know what? It is what it is. Some people are going to tune into it great, especially if they're supporters of mine. Some people not so great. But I don't know all the questions he'll be asking me, but even in interviews, I'm going to practice the talent that I have. I have a talent. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a real talent of getting out of questions that I don't want to ask. So if it's something I don't want to ask, I might say I will not answer that, or I might say it in another way where you get the point without me saying too much. You know. So that's one of my talents that I was blessed enough to be able to maneuver. But you'll have some people say, "Oh, she's trying to do an interview like so and so." I was asked to do an interview. There is people that find me interesting, okay, enough to want to interview me. So I was thankful enough to take the opportunity. So we'll see Friday how that goes, what we're going to be talking about, what he's going to be asking me. Um, I'm not going to say I'm an open book because I would be lying to you. I'm not an open book, and I just told you because I move in silence. I'm learning to move in silence, so I'm not going to be an open book. I'm probably going to be a little bit more closed book than open, because a lot of times people don't deserve your honesty. They don't deserve your transparency because they're not worthy enough to handle it. They only use it against you. They only use it to uh, to do something to put you down on. So I understand that on this app, it's all types of different people on here, and I'm going to say that there's a lot more people. It's very easy to say something negative than positive about people. If you notice, most people they'll say something negative about people than they will say positive. Um, so that's what they do on here. So I will be doing that on Friday. So we'll see how that goes. Plus, they're not used to being. You're right. They're not used to being genuine themselves. They're used to hiding behind a computer and a TV. I should say TV. Hiding behind a computer and a phone um being the person that they want other people to believe that they actually are when they're not. Because like I said, when you see people in real life, you'll start to see their eyes. When they see you, you start to say, oh, okay, you got that same energy. But I always, even though I'm not a person that's very like open with my life and open with my, with everything that's going on, I do, for the most part, what I do share with you, it is genuine. It's about how I see things and how I feel about things and what the things I struggle with. See, my content is not about me already making it. I'm in the process. I'm in the process. I haven't made it there. So I'm not going to be on here acting like, oh, I got six figures. I drive a BMW. I drive a what? A Lamborghini and all this kind of stuff. I'm not finna lie to you and say that. I can pretend like a lot of these people on here and lie to you and tell you that just for you to find out I don't have that going on. So that's why I move in silence. Whatever I got going on, you gonna have to research it. You ain't gonna know it because it ain't gonna come out of my mouth. I'll just say that. But I'm really kind of excited in a way about the interview. I always be excited about interviews that I do. Hopefully, when I do my interviews, I don't sound redundant. Or like I'm beating a dead horse, or that it's something. Oh, I didn't heard her say that. Well, if you done heard me say it before, I can't just keep the lie going and say the same. When you lie, it turns into different variations. It's never the same when you lie, but when you tell the truth, it's usually the same story. So I'm going to see what Mr. Oh Dope got going on. Like I said, this will be my I think this is will be my third interview with him. But I do see a lot of stuff going on in the YouTube. It's a little scary out here. People turning on other people. We got so much going on this app. We got I don't know what's up with Diddy's life is just being uncovered, but in the midst of his life being uncovered, then you got the other people's life being uncovered. So what don't come out in the rinse, come out in the wash. So that's basically what's happened with that. And then you got just a lot of crazy stuff coming on here. Like I have been kind of observing, and sometimes I was like, I don't even want to see no more of it. I don't want to see no more of it. But I would say for some of y'all that don't go outside this sector. I'm talking about the people that's in the Kwame Brown sector. Go outside of the sector and see all the excuse me, all the other things that's going on, different type of content, different type of people got different ways of how they do things. And another thing I noticed, when people get used to saying your name, they're always trying to connect you with people that you don't want to be connected to. I noticed that about this sector too. I don't know if this is every sector or is it just this sector, but don't connect me with nobody that I don't like or don't rock with. Please don't. I don't know them. Don't want to in real life. Um, you just learn to do things differently when you have time to yourself. You don't get so wrapped up in who's saying what about you. I was telling y'all the other week, like I was out, like I'm gonna do this weekend. I was out having a blast the other week and last week. I didn't give a, I didn't give one red cent. Who was still talking about me? Who was still bringing me up? Who was still lying? Who was still saying disrespectful stuff? I didn't give a damn. I promise you, and I say that with my whole heart because I was having so much fun. Do you know how much life we miss being on social media? Like it's so much things out here we can do. It's real people we can actually meet that can change our lives in a good way. Lately, I have been meeting some real cool people, and not just somebody that you can tell they faking and shaking. You meet some cool people every now and then. Not all the time, but every now and then. And I've just been learning to not give a damn about stuff and people like that. And guess what, y'all? I feel so much better. And I think that I needed that time to regroup. I needed that time to sit back and look at what is my priorities. See, most people like this is just entertainment to me. But when you're in the middle of things, when your name is always being brought up in a disparaging way, it can make you feel a way. It really can. It can make you. It can get up under your skin to where you just be like, "Oh, I can't. I hate people sometimes." That's how it can make you feel. So when I start to see myself like going left, and I had real people to tell me, you need to come back over here because you getting too irritated with what those niggas saying when you got a whole full life right in front of you. Make that make sense. You will find out real quick who your real friends are and the people that's really there, your support system. When they see you going down a path that you shouldn't go, and they snatch you back. They'll let you know this is just not what you need to be doing. So don't waste your time with idiots. Don't waste your time being so mad to where you can't look at all of the great things that you actually have good going for you. And if they talked about Jesus, they're going to talk about you for those who believe and those who don't. So that means you're not anybody special. People are going to talk. People are going to lie on you. People are going to be disrespectful to the core because they're on the internet and they know you'll never see them unless it's just by divine providence that you run into them. And hopefully that wouldn't be by his design because it wouldn't be good. Um, so a lot of the stuff that we get hung up on, that I got hung up on, I was doing it to myself. See, ain't nobody got to expose me. I'll expose my own damn self. All these people want to expose people. You better expose your own life or it come up for all your stuff will be exposed on here. You quit worrying about other people. See, and this is what I always say. You move in silence. Don't be worried about other people. Let life get them because life will definitely get them. They'll be riding high 1 minute, and then there's some stuff gonna happen in their life where tragedy happened, and all they gonna have to do is they gonna have to look up. They gonna have to look up for some help. I'm not talking about from you. I'm talking about from the God that they don't believe in, or the God that is a God when it's convenient for them. So you're going to understand that life has a way of happening, because life be life. And as we always say, but we don't really pay attention to it. Do anybody pay attention to the universal law of you reaping what you sow? When you go out here, you disrespect other people, you talk bad about other people, you lie on other people, you constantly bringing people's names up behind the scenes to other people, trying to make other folks look at them in a bad way. All this is going to be coming back in your face. It's going to happen to you. See, you got to be a special person for people to be talking about you behind the scenes and always bringing you up. You got to be very special because they paying too much damn attention to you and not enough attention to their life. So that's a problem. So when you start to, hey Carl, when you start to pay more attention to your life and what you got going on, you ain't gonna have time to be worried, concerned, talk about nobody else's life because you're so involved in yours. So while people was having a panel on me, guess what I was doing? I was at Six Flags on a roller coaster, y'all, having a good time. And yes, I got drenched. And guess what? I didn't have no makeup on, y'all. Uh-huh. So I didn't melt away. But anyway, um, yeah, I've been doing so many things. So many things. So as people talk, you're going to learn to move in silence, because guess what? They ain't worth your words. They ain't worth your anger. They ain't worth nothing to you. You don't know them. They don't know you. And really, you could tell them to kiss your ass. That's really what you could say. But if you want to be Christian like, then you just say, I'm just going to dust my feet from you. And you can just go on about your business. You know, Jesus dusted his feet and went to the other town when his own hometown didn't accept him. So that's what we have to learn to do. But if we just want to just keep it, 100 and not be so, nice about it, just kiss your ass, okay? Plastic, real, whatever, kiss it. So you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that the rest of your day, I hope that you guys got something from what I was saying. But basically, move in silence, quit worrying about idiots, and understand that life is worth more living. And also keep your stuff to yourself. Everything don't need to be shared, explained, none of that. So y'all have a wonderful day. If you would like to bless me with a cash out, Selena Star. If you would like to send a super chat or anything of that nature, join my membership. I would appreciate it. I appreciate every subscriber, everybody that has blessed me in one way or the other. Thank you so much for those who came in the chat and showed their love and pressed the like button. I appreciate you. Talk to you later. And just press the notification button so when I go live again, you will know it. Talk to you later. Bye.